Mesh sags. Cushions go flat. But only one chair continues to make that booty go. I promise I'm going to deliver on the title, but I have to give a quick backstory. It's going to be relevant. So I just bought this brand new 2025 gaming embody out of my own pocket that puts me now at 5 embodies because I'm crazy. And the reason I bought this was because in my review, this is my old gaming embody from 2021. In my review of this chair, when it was new, it squeaked a lot. And I said, if you are sensitive to those kinds of squeaking noises, you may want to pass on this chair. And then you all went and bought your shiny new gaming embodies many years later, and then you all said, Dan, what are you talking about? My gaming embody doesn't squeak at all. So that's why I bought this new gaming embody, because I wanted to know, did Herman Miller make changes to the gaming embody over the years? Because a lot of companies, not just Herman Miller, but a lot of companies do these things called rolling updates, where they'll update things to their product without saying anything. They'll keep it totally quiet. The most famous example of this, for the Embody actually, is that in February of 2021, Herman Miller quietly added an additional foam layer to the seats of the non-gaming Embodies. And again, I promise, I'm going to deliver on the title, but just bear with me for a little bit longer. The new gaming embody gets here, my editor and I, we start touching the cushions, we start pushing things down, and the answer becomes very clear in like 5 seconds. No, there's not really a huge difference between the new gaming embody and the old one. The seat feels identical, the cushions feel identical, everything about this feels identical. The backrest, though, does seem to have a minor difference. When we touch the cushions back here on the old one versus the new one here, the old one does seem to have like a hair's more of cushioning compared to the new one. It's so subtle, though, that we're kind of looking at each other going like, are we crazy for thinking that this one is a little bit more cushiony? So that's how minor the difference is. But then we sat on both chairs and then we didn't say anything so we could gather our thoughts individually, and we concluded 2 things. One is, yes, the newer gaming embody doesn't squeak at all. But also, 2 is that for some reason, both of us said, yeah, the old gaming embody just feels so much better compared to the new one. And the reason why, and now I promise, all right, we're getting back to the video. The reason why is probably because this chair has just been lived in and sat on and broken in significantly more than this chair here. As soon as you sit, you can immediately feel it. The seat seems to really kind of wrap around your butt a lot better. The back seems much more relaxed and kind of folds around that back better. And so overall, this one just feels so much nicer compared to this brand new one, which feels really stiff. As a matter of fact, if I push down on the cushion here, you can really see it, where the new one, it's got life. You can see how much tension there is, because if you push it, it kind of like bounces back, whereas this old one is like, kind of given up. You know, it no longer springs back, but that's not a bad thing, because again, what it means is that it really has like adapted to the shape of my butt, and my editor and I both thought this one was incredibly comfortable. And if you think I'm crazy and I'm jumping to conclusions, I actually have a brand new non-gaming embody back there. That's a 2024 model. I bought it for one reason. It was to compare the gaming versus the non-gaming, and I barely sat on it. It sits over there. But then I have a non-gaming embody at home that's a 2021 model that I sit in almost every night. My wife sits in it every night, and the same story. The one at home feels so much more relaxed, much more comfortable compared to the new one, even though the one at home doesn't even have that extra foam layer in the seat. 3 conclusions I want to make. People always ask me, is the Embody worth it? And my response is always like, I like it, but you know, it's a lot of money. And I always feel insecure about saying yes because it is so expensive. But now, having looked at these 2 chairs and looking at how my chair has aged like fine wine, I will no longer be insecure, and I will give a definitive yes. Yes, it is. Because here's the thing, a lot of chairs have break-in periods. They do, they really do. It takes a while for it to conform to your butt. But we are in year 3 for my gaming embody, and year 3 is no longer a break-in period for many chairs. Year 3 is break period for many chairs. Mesh, sags, cushions, flatten, but in the Embody, your ass will keep assing. And that was terrible. I was trying to find a way to rhyme with flatten, but I'm not ashamed. That's right. You see what I did there? Yeah. Conclusion number 2, if you get an Embody and you're sitting in it and you're going, this doesn't really feel that comfortable, I'm gonna highly encourage you to take advantage of that long return window and sit the ever-loving stuffing out of these chairs, because given time, given a lot of love and hours in this chair, I really think it opens up like a flower. And third is that people ask me all the time, is the gaming Embody really softer than the non-gaming Embody, Dan? Because someone told me that the non-gaming Embody, it feels softer. Or some rep told me that they have the exact same cushioning. That is 1,000,000% wrong, okay? Like definitively, objectively, it is wrong. This, again, is a brand new 2025 gaming Embody, probably has less than 10 hours of sitting in it. That is a brand new 2024 gaming Embody, non-gaming Embody, barely has any hours in it. I'm gonna grab it off here. And I think anybody with fingers will be able to tell that this is not as soft as the gaming one. Look, I'm gonna bring my kids over. Guys, come here. Did I ask you guys, did I tell you guys to say anything?
No.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I want you to touch this chair and then touch this chair. Which one is softer?
That one.
Which one? Be very clear. Which one?
That one.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've tried the gaming Embody and the non-gaming Embody, and the non-gaming one felt more relaxed, felt like it flexed more, there's a strong possibility that it's because the non-gaming Embody that you tried has just had more hours clocked in it and has just relaxed more compared to the gaming one. To be clear, I'm not saying that you can't prefer the non-gaming Embody. Of course you can. What I'm trying to say that it is objectively false to say that the non-gaming Embody is as soft or softer than the gaming one. And anybody with fingers can tell you that. Because I'm constantly testing chairs, I can't always do long-term reviews, but I can say confidently that the Embody is one of the few chairs that continues to get better over time. Until next time, everybody, stay honest.